My name is Geoff Dixon. We're here today at Wigsty Park for the Model Boat Mayhem meeting. I brought with me today a model of my HMS Iron Duke. Iron Duke was Jellicoe's flagship at the Battle of Jutland in 1916, where she did very serious damage to a German battleship, hitting the battleship 6 times in as many minutes. The model is built to a scale of 1/96, so works out at 6 feet 6 inches long. It comes in at about 60 pounds in weight. The hull is plank-on frame with fiberglass, and then fiberglass inside and plating with plastic card outside to show the outside strakes and the armour belt. She has 5 turrets, all of which turn under radio control and simulates gunfire. The Gunfire System uses PTC thermistors which run at 230 degrees centigrade. They're self-regulating, so don't get any hotter. They sit on top of a block of alloy which acts as a heat reservoir. A 6mm hole is drilled almost through the alloy and then down to 4mm, which forms the inner barrel. In terms of functionality, I use fog fluid from stage shows. I have a small micro servo underneath the turret which operates a small piston pump and on demand pumps about 1/3 of a cc of fog fluid into the heat exchanger. It enters a heat exchanger at ambient temperature and the heat exchanger is at 230 degrees. It flash vaporizes, pressurizes and comes out of the barrel with a whoosh. The number of shots I can fire is limited purely by the battery capacity, and typically I get about 65 to 70 salvos in a session, which gives me in the region of 300 to 350 shots. The model took 4.5 years to build, and I've been sailing it regularly now for well over a year, and in total aggregate I've probably fired over 5,500 shots. Because the model weighs about 60 pounds, I have to have a carry cradle to lift it in, otherwise I can't get the model in the water on my own. Speed is a gentle walking speed, which is true to scale. The real ship would only do 21 knots. The turning circle is quite large, in the region of about 30 feet, but she turns quite well. It has 4 propellers driven by 2 car blower motors from an old Talbot Horizon, if there's anybody old enough to remember that car. Current consumption is 3.5 amps on 6 volts, and I can sail it continuously for about 4 hours. As referenced before, the original ship was Jellicoe's flagship at Jutland. After Jutland, she remained the flagship of the Grand Fleet until Sir David Beatty took over command, at which point he moved the flag to the Queen Elizabeth class. Jutland was its only major action, and after the war it was demilitarised and actually survived into the Second World War as an accommodation ship at Scapa Flow. She was bombed by the Germans in 1941 and seriously damaged by near misses, and they could not stop the flooding, so they beached her. The ship remained there till about 1948, when eventually it was broken up. Specifications: 10 13.5-inch guns which could fire a 1,400 pound shell out to 23,000 yards at a rate of fire of 2 shells a minute. Main armour belt was 12 inches thick, 9 inches thick, 8 inches thick, and certain sections 6 inches thick. The turrets themselves had 11 inches thick faces and sides with 4-inch thickness on the roofs. They were very powerful, very highly regarded ships. She was one of 4: Iron Duke, Bembo, Marlborough and Emperor of India.
Yeah, that's